this live stream. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people don't know this about me. I get pleasure arguing with haters. They think that they hurt me. It's the actual opposite. It's kind of fun. I mean, a lot of them do go overboard, like that No Limit Soldier, Dale. I mean, he just went like overboard. My lips are still a little chapped here. Gotta forgive me. Saying that I wish my wife like to die. I mean, he's crazy, that guy. So I could control like the money she's getting down the line, for all the suffering that she's been through. Man, no money is worth, my wife's life. It's my wife. This is the mother of my children. No money is worth that. And I can't believe Dale said that. Look, I get it. The dude wants views. He wants to attract as many subscriptions as he possibly could get. But making a claim like that is just not right. He's talking. People say I'm going low because I want to teach piano lessons. They're saying you've reached a new low. I read all these comments. They're like, I have no respect for you, Apefather. And I asked them, I'm like, why don't you have respect for me? They're like, because you're asking us for money. See, listen to me. I'm not asking nobody for money. I don't know how many more times I have to say this. If only if you're interested. Okay, I'm offering a service. I changed it now. It's for a lifetime of piano lessons for a one-time fee of $99. In other words, I'm going to make piano videos on YouTube now for the rest of my life. So I got good news and bad news for all the haters. The good news is you could keep hating on me because I'm going to be on YouTube for the rest of my life. That's the good news. The bad news is I'm going to be on YouTube the rest of my life. So it is official that I will now make piano lesson videos for the rest of my life on this planet Earth, which means I'm going to be on YouTube for the rest of my life. So with that said, if anybody has some hate or questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Here we go. It's not about hurting you, Apefather. It's about calling out your BS. At 9 a.m., you'll be asking for money for your wife. I don't ask for money, brother. I never ask for money. Okay, so let's talk about the two things. I'm offering a service. Okay, so let's get this straight. That is not begging for money because I am providing someone with a lifetime of piano lessons, meaning I'm going to provide a lifetime of YouTube videos. Now, see, for people like you who follow me, there's probably no reason for you to do this because you follow me. But you see, I have people all around the country who never heard of me before. You understand? So they're not going to find me on YouTube because they're not searching for me. They're not searching for a guy named Apefather, right? They're not searching for AMC stock. So the thing is, it's to their benefit to pay me the $99 so that I will introduce them to my channel, of which then they'll have access to all my YouTube videos, for free because they don't know me. So there would be no way, like I said, of them finding me. And for someone like you, I completely understand why you probably wouldn't want to do it. Now, so that solves the piano lesson thing. Now let's talk about like donations. The only type of donation I accept is a super chat, which is not really a donation, but I've already explained I accepted this. Why is this like such a shock to everybody? Why is everybody so blown away? I said to people, if you want to give me a super chat, it could be for an entertainment request. Apefather, go eat a meatball. Apefather, whatever, dance. I remember, like, example, this guy, Red Cloud. I think he gave me, like, I think it was like something like a $50 donation on the super chat. It's not really a donation. It's called super chat. But, he gave this to me so I would put on my Hooters outfit. So what I did was I put on my Hooters outfit and he gave me $50, which is, I don't see anything wrong. Why is that wrong? It's like someone is asking for a request. They're like, then there's other people who ask me to play music. You know what I mean? They said, can you play a song on the piano? Why is that any different if you went into a restaurant and there was a piano player there and you went up to him and said, listen, here's $10. Can you play me Frank Sinatra or Fly Me to the Moon? So is it wrong that you're giving him $10? Now, this whole thing about money that I earn that goes towards my wife, okay? Why is that wrong? I earned the money. In other words, if I provided a service, I earned it. It's money earned. It's like a job. You understand? In other words, I'm not just taking someone's money. I'm providing a service for it. Okay, so I don't think you're understanding that. I'm providing a service. So now this money is earned money. If I want to take this money and spend it on my wife, why not? She needs me right now, brother. She's people don't realize this girl's suffering. She got three tumors in her head. It's not good. And yeah, do I spend my own money on my? Of course I do. I mean, people go to such extremes with the hate. They're like, you don't spend your own money. Come on. Anybody who believes that is insane. So I mean, that's just pure stupidity. Doesn't take long for someone to see. But what bullshit? What is the bullshit though? I just don't understand what like I'm trying to figure out because I don't get it. I am not forcing people. See, you know what you're making it seem like? Can I tell you what you're making it seem like? You're making it seem like I'm crying on the internet. I'm like I just went out for a beautiful dinner last night at Fuji. You could see I'm not struggling. Between the dinner and the tip, I spent like $300. I'm not, there's no struggling going on in my life. See, you know what I mean? I'm not begging people. I don't know why people don't understand this. I'm asking you. In other words, I'm telling you I have a service that the funds that I earn will go to benefit my wife. So if you're interested in piano lessons, can you imagine only spending $99 for a lifetime of piano lessons? That's an amazing deal. Now, but someone like you, Snuffleupagus, whatever your name is, I understand why you wouldn't do it. Besides the fact of pure hatred that you hate me, I understand that. But putting aside the hatred part, right? You already know who I am. You already have access to my channel. So I don't see the, why you'd want to spend $99 because you're like, hey, father, once you put out the video, I'll be able to see it. And I don't need to give you diddly. I don't need to give you $1. And you know what? You're right. But that's why what I try to explain to all of you is that I'm not just promoting my service to you, to like meeting like the AMC Ape community or retail investor community. I promote my service nationwide. So I don't think this is something that I don't think all of you comprehend. Like I think that like I got this message one time where it said you're asking people who are struggling and who are poor to pay you money for piano lessons, and I'm like, what? Like what are you talking about? I'm just look. I have a channel that unfortunately garnished a lot of hate. My channel has a lot of haters. And the thing is, a lot of my stuff isn't hate related, but I just have a lot of haters. So unfortunately, when I come out with a program like this, it benefits a lot of people because a lot of people, they don't know who I am. I'm introducing myself to them for the very, very first time. They're seeing I'm a great piano player. They're seeing I'm a great piano teacher, and they're getting an amazing service. But unfortunately, that comes with a price. And the price is I also have people who watch me who despise me, who freaking hate me. So these people are gonna rip me up. They're gonna rip me a new a-hole. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. But let's see what's going on here. You act like other people don't have a problem too. No one cares. See, when you say no one cares about your service, I just signed up 10 people between yesterday and today. I made $1,000. So when you say that nobody, when you make a very, very bold statement like that, no, that is not true. There are people that are signing up with my service. So maybe not you per se, but there are people. Okay. And some of them are apes. Listen, I do have students that are AMC apes. I do. Okay. So not all of them are AMC apes. Like I said, this is a nationwide service. This is a nationwide service. So, but you're saying no one's signing up? That's not accurate. Hmm. I like fighting with all you guys. It's fun. You don't realize I get like some sort of an enjoyment out of this. Like, I'll give you an example. This guy, Dale, No Limit Soldier, he makes a video about me. He says I'm on government assistance. Okay. He says I use government money, like meaning like food stamps, okay, to benefit my family. How is that possible? Like, how could I go to a Japanese restaurant? Can someone explain this to me? Is that covered by the government? How do I go to steakhouses, even fast food? How do I go to Burger King? So in other words, I'm just trying to understand this. I spend close to $2,000 a week on food. So Dale is trying to articulate a point that I'm making all of this money in food stamps. How is that possible? It's not possible. So once again, this is a hater who's trying to make a statement that's simply not true because he wants views. I get it. Look. I've gotten to the point. I understand YouTube. It's unfortunately it's even directed even at my wife's life. See, a lot of people ask me, "Hey, father, why do you talk about your wife on YouTube videos?" Like they just don't understand. Like, why are you bringing your most intimate, personal things? Like, you want to hear something? I'm going to tell you a funny story. It's actually not funny because it's about my wife's health. God bless her. So I shouldn't say funny, but it's a little crazy how it turned out. One of my wife's really, really good friends just found out that she's going through all of this stuff, with the tumors in the brain. She has three tumors in her brain due from breast cancer. She had breast cancer metastasized to her brain. You know how she found out about this information? Because she got a notification. She's a subscriber of mine. And she saw, like, in other words, she didn't hear this from me directly. She didn't hear this from my wife directly. She found out about this through my YouTube video and then actually text my wife because they're good friends. They went to friends they went to school together many years ago, and she was blown away because she didn't talk to my wife in a long time, and she was just like, "Is this true, Jennifer? Oh my God!" And they reached out, and now they're gonna get together, and she's gonna be there for my wife. Man, God bless them, whatever they do. They're good friends. But the thing is, like, I didn't even consider that by making these videos, a lot of people who are friends of my wife or, people that know me or people that, know the both of us are going to see these videos. Like I was doing it to vent. You want to know the truth? I use my platform for a lot of things. And one of the things is I like to vent. I was really, really under a lot of stress. I'm still under a lot of stress. The stress has not ended. I'm so depressed with my wife's condition is so bad. When the cancer reaches the brain, man, it's just really, really bad. But when it's gotten to the point that it's gotten for my wife, it's she's got one tumor that has blood that's almost leaking out of it. It could cause she's a high risk for a stroke. She's a high risk that any minute she could have a massive stroke because if this blood hemorrhages into the brain, she could die. And we're doing everything in my power to help her. Like I said, people make these things where they're like, how did she go from ICU to a regular room in the hospital? It's very simple because the inflammation of the three tumors, I explained this, the doctor feels was caused from radiation. So what happens is that there's no reason right now for her to get brain surgery yet. He wants to first eliminate the possibility that he believes the inflammation of these tumors were caused from radiation. So what he wants to do, he wants to give her steroids for a whole month. He wants to give her a round of steroids. He was telling us there's no reason really for your wife to be in a hospital. It's filled with germs, you know what I mean? And all she's gonna do is sit down in the bed, in the ICU department. So he's like, why don't you make your wife go home, man? Why don't you look? She'll be with her family, she'll be with her children, and I'll give you the prescription, and she could take this. It's 2 times a day, steroids, and hopefully, because it's already been reducing the inflammation in her head. So now once again, people are saying, "Oh, this is some sort of a scam." Why would I scam like about my wife's health? Do you think I'm demented? Like, why would I? Who would make up a story saying that their wife? Like, who do you think would do? Do you think I'm that crazy? Who would make up a story saying that their wife has three tumors in her brain? Like, what? Why would someone do that? Because they want to teach piano lessons? No, no, no. The piano lessons is just an extra income. I still use my own money. Of course I support my wife. All I've done my whole life is give a wonderful life for my wife. But the thing is, people are trying to make it seem like this is some sort of a scam. And it's like, listen, can I provide you with my wife's medical records? I can, but why? Like, I mean, what look, most of these people who are saying this stuff are haters. These are people who have no intention of taking the piano lessons anyway. They don't care about me. They don't care about my wife. They don't care about my wife's health. They're just doing this because they I guess they get some form of entertainment to, I don't know, abuse me basically. Let me just see here. What's sad is you don't care about your wife or kids. So I don't care about my wife or kids. Why do you say this for? Like, so in other words, what is the evidence that I don't care about my wife or kids. Can you be more specific? Because I feel like, I don't know, I provide a life for them. I feel like I'm by my wife's side throughout this very difficult time in her life, and I'm fighting for her every day, driving her to doctor's appointments, sitting down with her and talking to, her oncologist and talking to the medical staff and just trying to make her very comfortable. I've been picking up, like I admitted the truth. Prior to today, there was a lot of domestic, kind of like domestical things I didn't do in the house. Like one of the things I never did was take out the garbage. I know it sounds like ridiculous. I never took out the garbage. Just look, I do a lot of things, okay, for my wife, but I was never a garbage man. She used to do that. It was just her thing. She liked the recyclables. She used to keep a whole bag filled with recyclables that she would just to stack up for the whole month, and then she would get rid of them. But now I'm starting to see she's tired. I'm starting to see she can't do this no more. So I told her, so I know it sounds funny. I didn't really understand how to do the garbage. And everybody made fun of me with this because I'm like, Jen, let me ask you a question. I'm like, what bags do I use for recyclables? What bags do I use for the regular garbage? What day do they pick up the recyclables? What day do they pick up the regular garbage? What do I do with the boxes? What do I do with the mail? It's actually kind of confusing. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could get very confused. I'm not a good father. So what is the definition? Why do you say that? What is the definition of someone who's not a good father? Let's see. I give my children a wonderful home. I'm there for them when they need me. I love them with all my heart and soul. I just recently this week took my kids on, they had all these school events. I was there, for all of their school parties and events. Um, I love them. I'm their best friend. You know what I mean? I give them a wonderful life. What is the definition to you of someone who's a good parent? I don't know. I love my children. They love me. They're my best friends. I provide for them. They have a wonderful home, food, clothing, love, support, encouragement. I have their future is set up, in terms of finances. I have things set up for them. So I don't, what do you like? What is the classification of a good father to you? Like, what do you define a good father as? Jed's in ICU and you're making YouTube videos. But did you ever think that I'm a human being? Like, let me ask you a question. How you say this friggin' name? Shuffle up, Angus. Did you ever think that I'm very depressed? Did you ever think for a second that I need some kind of a way to release that stress? Like you know, see, I don't know if you noticed this. I haven't been making a lot of YouTube. I used to make a tremendous amount of YouTube videos. I was making at one time, like, I don't know, 100 YouTube videos a day or more. Now it's like, I don't know if you noticed, I was making like 10, or 15 or something like that. So that's like 10%, like 90% less of what I normally make because I'm spending a lot of time with my wife. This is what you don't understand. I'm literally in the hospital. And you could ask my wife. I don't know if she'd be willing to, she's a little weak right now. I don't know if she'd be willing to talk. I don't want to really bother her. But you could ask her. I'll get to the hospital at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Shuffle up Angus. And I'm there all day. Like I'm there, like the visiting hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'm literally there all day, but you have to understand, I got to get back home at some point too, because I got to feed my kids. I got to, take care of them. I got to help my mom. I got to feed my mom. I got to take care of the dogs. So I can't spend all the time with my wife, but I try to spend a lot of time with her. And while I'm doing all of this, I'm making a few YouTube videos. Like, you know what I mean? Why is that so bad though? It's a way of me venting. In other words, because I'm not feeling well. I'm very down about my wife's health. I don't know. I don't get it. I just think I think all of you read into things too much. That's just my opinion. No offense. Shuffle up Angus, whatever. Here's another big hater under manager. Depression card. Stop being self-centered. Do you do these things to annoy people? No, I don't try to annoy anybody. I'm just using my platform, yeah, in a way for a little bit of a selfish manner, because sometimes I don't have anybody to talk to. You understand? Like my wife's in the hospital, right? I got no one to talk to. My mom is shot. She's like relaxing. She's out of commission. My kids are doing their own thing. They're in school, and then when they get out of school, they want to eat. They want to, they play their games. So a lot of times I don't have anybody to talk to. So YouTube to me is a way of talking to someone. It's like a friend. You know what I mean? It's like I use my platform, and it could be sick in a way because a lot of people think it's crazy. A lot of people don't understand why I share so much intimate details about my life. They're like, why do you do this? Nobody does this. Well, I just feel like it's gotten to the point where everybody knows about me. Everybody knows about my wife. There's no more secrets. Like, everything's pretty much out in the open. So the way I look at it, why hide it? It's not like hiding it is gonna change the fact they know everything about me anyway. They know everything about my life. So I just feel like why not embrace it? And I use YouTube as a way to vent. Now the thing is, a lot of hate comes with that, but I get enjoyment out of it too. You want me to be honest? To some degree, all these people who are hating on me and challenging me and abusing me, I find it to be funny. So I like to fight back. It's like I said, there's a certain element of enjoyment, Erie MMA news. There's a certain element of enjoyment. I don't mind the fight. Listen, whatever takes my mind off things. Listen to me. When you're going through a depression, you know what you want to do? You want to distract your mind. You want to deflect your mind. And like I said, a lot of people, you know what they do when they're depressed? They have these 800 numbers that you could call up, and there are people like counselors there to talk to you. This in a way is a form of counseling because I get to speak about what's going on. I get it off my chest. But then all these people who hate on me, I love it. I love the hate. I love it because you're deflecting my mind. I should make a video about this. I love the hate because what you're doing is with all the hatred, you're kind of taking away, my obsession, my love for my wife, which is I'm obsessed and I get so down that she's not feeling well and she's not doing well, the tumors in her brain. And you know what it is? If you focus on that, you could really, really go crazy, brother. You could have a nervous breakdown. When the center of your world, you know what I mean? The center of your children's world, which is my wife, is sick, it could really drive a man, honestly, to have a nervous breakdown. And that's why I love these haters. I'm starting to think these haters might be some of my best friends because they're always there. I could always count on them to show up. Isn't it sick? It's almost better than family. It's almost better than friends. I know when I make a video, these haters are going to show up. I know they're going to start hating on me, and we can have like a friendly discussion, agree to disagree type of situation. And in a way, it actually helps me. Like at the end of the day, I don't really care if people hire me for piano lessons. I don't really care. I know you think I care. I'm promoting this nationwide. I'm promoting this nationwide. I'm not just promoting this to the AMC apes. I do have a few piano students that are AMC apes, but I'm not promoting this to only AMC apes, my service. Yes, I like attention, right? Whether it's that is that you nailed it. I like attention, whether it's good or bad. See, to me, attention, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, because attention is attention. You understand? I don't mind bad attention. I don't. People are talking about me, right? People are watching me, right? People are listening to me, right? So it's bad attention, but it's still attention. Do you like people hating on you? I do get an enjoyment. Down we go. I'm not, if you want me to tell you the truth or you want me to lie to you, which one you want me to do? I do get enjoyment out of people hating on me. I do. I feel like it's like a challenge. I feel like, it's like we're in a courtroom. I feel like Johnny Cochran. I feel like a lawyer where I have to prove why I'm a good father. I have to prove why I'm a good son. I have to prove all this stuff. Why I'm a good husband. See, like I like to see the haters don't realize, but I play the same game with them. They don't realize. See, I purposely, I'll give you an example. I intentionally put out videos that drive the haters crazy. See, they don't realize I'm doing this. It's a subconscious game I'm playing with them. So, like, I'll give you an example. I put out a video yesterday saying my wife is teaching me how to take out the garbage. That was done on purpose. Now, it's the thing is, there's truth to it. There's truth to it. I've never taken out the garbage ever in my whole married life. There is a truth factor to it, but it's also meant to drive the haters crazy. I know that once they see this video, they're going to get nuts. Like they went as far as saying, you're not a real man. How could you possibly let your wife take out the garbage, you piece of human garbage, you trash, all these things. So, but the thing they're not understanding is I am taking out the garbage now. My wife taught me the days that the recyclables go out, the days that the regular garbage go out, and I am officially taking that job off her hands. I am now doing it because obviously I need her to get. She's sleeping right now as we're talking. My wife is in bed and she's sleeping. She's relaxed. I think she slept for the past 7 to 8 hours. How did you earn the money you currently have? I worked in sales, Blackjack. I worked in sales for over 20 years. And you know what's funny is all of this is all verifiable. You know, like if you go to LinkedIn, if you go to play, you see that I worked. I've had all these different jobs. I worked in City Search, which is a subsidiary of IAC. I worked at the Hilton Timeshares in Manhattan. I worked at CBS Corporation, Viacom. I've had a lot of sales jobs, real estate, and I've been doing it for 20 years. I've explained to people a long time ago I have a certain income. I don't want to get into specifics how I have income, but did you ever think that there were like bonds out there? Like people make me laugh. They know I have long-term investments. I told people this. I have gold, I have cash, I have certain incomes that come in, and people make me laugh. Like they think I'm an idiot. Like you don't think that I thought, okay, that I have to have money in certain situations like bonds that give me an income. And I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for 20 years. Okay. So but people just don't want to accept it. You want to know what it is? They want to put me in this category. I've never worked. I don't make any money. I won the lottery in 2019. I won $250,000. I won in the New York lottery. Okay. So you just have to try to like put all the pieces of the puzzle together for me. In 1 year in real estate, I made over $200,000. Okay, just in real estate. Uncle Sam, you never paid anybody. You're a liar. Um, Matt Maz, you had to know asking for money would upset people. Yeah, but this is the thing. I like to upset people. This is what I'm trying to make you understand, Matt. I Part of my channel is I want to drive people crazy. You understand? Like I know that when I get like the fun coupons, I know it's making people mad. I know that when I have a $300 dinner, you know what I mean? I know it's like I know it's upsetting people, and I get a form of enjoyment. I know it's sick to you, but I get a form of enjoyment doing that. You understand? Like I want to piss people off. I want to get people angry, and yeah, I kind of knew that asking people, not necessarily asking them for money, but you know, the fact that I have a service, it's a service. I knew it was going to drive people crazy. I knew people were going to say, "You piece of shit." You know, you post $270,000 in cash that you have in your safe deposit box. You're getting all this money from your wife's. Eventually, we are going to be. I don't know what's taking so long. I got to see if I can expedite this. I got to make them understand because I should have expedited it. I got to call them on Monday. I got to speak to the special master because this is taking way too long. But the long story short is that I know it's going to drive people crazy. I know it is, and it's a form of entertainment for me. If that makes any sense. Narcissist needs attention, negative and positive. It's true. I do. I'm not going to lie. Uncle Sam is speaking the truth. I do like negative attention. To me, it doesn't matter. I really don't care if it's pot. And you know who I learned this from? I learned this from Donald Trump. Donald Trump, he said this one time. He goes, if you get negative attention or if you get positive attention, he goes, it doesn't matter. He goes, as long as you're getting attention. Because see, eventually what happens if I don't get any type of attention, people are going to forget about my YouTube channel. And ultimately it's going to die off. And nobody's going to have any interest in watching any more of my videos. And unfortunately, a lot of the interest comes from haters. I don't know why, but haters seem to have a tremendous interest. And I've recognized this. I've recognized that haters have a tremendous interest in my YouTube videos. So sometimes I cater to them, you know, and I'll put out videos that is directly aimed to make them get crazy, to make them go nuts, like such as the fun coupons, filming the $300 dinners. This is meant to drive people crazy. And I find it funny. I wish your wife a speedy recovery. Thank you. God bless. That's from Ireland. That's Erie MMA News. God bless you. Lou saying you're a bum. Yeah, big surprise. Big surprise there. Lou is the bum. Lou is the man who does not. Lou is the man who made, what was it, $4 million or $3 million? Who made $3 million from GTII and still has not proven he has a house. He doesn't own a home. Lou doesn't own a car. But Lou is claiming he's made $3 million on GTII. Yeah. Something is a little off there. Don't you agree? How could someone make $3 million that they don't have a house and they don't own a car? Don't you find that to be a little odd? Well, guess not. You mean you have $300 dinners, and on top of that, you're begging for money? I don't consider. So I guess this is where me and what is it? Snuffle Up Angus. This is where we disagree. I consider begging like this is what I would define begging. If I went to you, let's say you were in the street, and I said, "Excuse me, sir, may I please have $1? Please, I have no money. I can't eat. Please, I'll shine your shoes. I'll clean your window or your car. I'll do what could I do? That's begging. See, to me, that's what a beggar is. But if someone is simply just saying they have a service, like here, I get mail all the time thrown on my front porch, and a lot of it is solicitations for services, okay, or products, whatever the case may be. So I don't consider that to be begging. They're presenting a message to me saying that, look, I do power washing. I just saw a card the other day. I power wash houses. So they're saying I charge a certain amount of money. Here's my number. Call me if you're interested. And a lot of times, even with people who provide services, you'll see like little disclaimers where they'll say a percentage of my profits will go towards a charity or something like that. That's fine. So, but I don't see how that's begging. How is that begging? If you have a service and you're advertising that, sir. I'm advertising my service on my YouTube channel. I'm advertising it. That's all I'm doing. But I'm not, how is that begging? I guess I can't see, I can't connect the dots. How you're all connecting the dots that I'm begging for money. I just can't see it. Lou never tried to sell a service. You're wrong. Lou said that he would never ever try to make money off the apes. Didn't Lou say that many times? Okay. Since then, Lou has the ebook. Since then, Lou has a store on his channel now. There is a store, and you could buy all kinds of Lou merchandise. You could buy cups, mugs, hats, shirts, whatever, right? So Lou is a hypocrite. But I don't think there's anything wrong. Can I just say something? Look, I don't see anything wrong with Lou trying to make money. I really honestly don't see anything wrong with it. The only thing is that he always claimed he wouldn't do this. Lou always said, I will never ask money directly from you. I never said that shit, okay? I never said that, just so that you understand, okay? I never said that I would never ask money. I admit to you, I sold t-shirts before. I sold my Apefather t-shirts, and I tried to sell, my piano lesson services. So I never once ever claimed that I wouldn't do that, but Lou did. Lou claimed it. Lou said, I make money. Lou says, I make money. I don't need your money. I got my own money. He actually went as far as to say he didn't even need his AMC money. Lou went as far as to say he wanted to give away all of his AMC money to one special person. Who remembers that? Who remembers, says, listen, when AMC has a Boaz, I'm giving all my money away, Lou said, to one special individual. Okay, well, who's that special individual? And I think he changed his mind on that, right? Being he sold all his AMC to get into GTII, supposedly, right? Allegedly, and COSM and everything else he does. There are certain assets that are in my family estate, and I was never like these people like this guy, Dynamic Destroyer. Listen, here's the bottom line. All I said is that my father's estate, it's very simple, went into a trust. But there were certain little things. I don't want to get into specifics with you because it's none of your business that I did have access to. Okay, but I just, but I've already clear. See, this is what people said. I said that. Remember when I went to Florida? Remember when I went to Florida and I said I'm selling certain assets? Okay, was I not clear? I was clear on that. I just said that the majority of the estate went into a trust. That's it. But there were certain little things. That's all. Yeah, I know you were going to all go crazy, but I clarified that. I clarified that. There were little things, okay, which I don't want to get into because it's none of your business. Why should I even get into this? I'm just being nice. I just gave you a little thing there. That's enough. Now everybody's going to go crazy with this. He admitted it. He admitted that there was. Listen, it is what it is. Relax. You guys are psychopaths, man. But why does it even matter to all of you? Let me ask you a question. Oh, what's up, John? Good morning, John. Yeah, the eighth grandmother, she's all right, but she's been very sad, brother. Thank you, John. I know John's always got my back. She's been very sad over my wife. She's been down and depressed. And I know you called me, brother. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I didn't call you back. I apologize, John. If you want, I'll give you a call later on today. I'm just sorry. My mind has been so like crazy, man, the last couple of days. I've been really shot. I never said to you it was my father. I never said that. See, this is where you got to hear the key word. I said family assets. Family. So you don't know what that necessarily means. I didn't say it was my father. I said it was family. We have a lot of family that you don't know about. Okay. It's not just my father. And I don't want to get into specifics with you, but there's other things involved here. It's none of your business. It's none of your. I didn't say my father. See, you did not listen to me. I said family, family. That's what I said. Family assets. It's everyone's business. Uncle Sam says. Would you sell at 30? That's a good question. I would be mighty tempted to be honest with you. I'd be mighty tempted. I'm not gonna lie at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Look, guys, you know what I would probably do if you want me to be honest? I just want to get back my original principal. And then I would probably leave the rest of the money. Once I get my original principal out, which I don't even need it to go to 30, to get my original principal out, it'd be in the high 20s, I believe. Like, 28 range. I just want to get my original principal out. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do at this point. I want to get my original principal out, and then I'll probably leave the rest of it in there for life. You know what I would probably do? Like if I could get my original principal, whatever is left over, like whatever thousands of shares, I would probably let that ride, and I wouldn't sell it. You guys will make me laugh. Look at friggin' Adam Aaron. How come none of you seem to have a problem with this guy? Like you're all breaking my chops. What about Adam Aaron? The guy sold $50 million worth of AMC. Nobody seems to care about this. The guy's looking to take away 90% of your shares. He's getting sued by the hedge fund, not the hedge funds, excuse me, the pension funds. The was that in Pennsylvania, and I think we should all consider a major lawsuit against Adam Aaron. I don't know why you're spending all your hatred and time on me. You should be spending your anger towards Adam Aaron if you truly were an AMC ape, which I think most of you aren't. Sean cares about my wife and I don't. But why do you feel I don't care about my wife? See, once again, you provide no evidence. Hey, what's up, Jesse? It's none of their business. Exactly. I always recommend the silver dip, Matt. Yes, but I can't do it because see, I have to say, this is what I have to say. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. So I can't technically recommend anything. But I have made it clear that I am very interested in precious metals, gold and silver. So obviously, if I'm interested in it, right, and I'm acquiring it for the long term, then why would I ever say anything negative about it? But I can't say it in terms of financial advice. So it is not financial advice. So don't listen to me because I'm just an entertainer. I've gotten to the point where, like I said, if AMC got into the high 20 range, like 28, I would probably be able to get my principal out. But I wouldn't want to just take all the money out. I would want to leave some shares there. So that's why I'd like to see it go over 30. You know what I mean? If it went over 30, I'd be able to get my principal out and leave money in there. That will now be like I like to call it the house money. You know what I mean? And I should look, I had an opportunity, to be honest with you, that I could have did this a long time ago. There was a time, believe it or not, I believe I was green. There was a time, and I didn't do it. So what are you gonna do? I just kept holding and holding and holding, and now I'm down like an insane shitload amount of money. You have to try to understand, Uncle Sam. We all believed something at AMC. Okay, we all believed that this thing was going to be a gigantic, gigantic Boaz, and a lot of people still believe in it. A lot of people. I don't know because there's so much corruption going on within Wall Street. I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about it. I think what would give me peace of mind is this. You want to hear what would give me peace of mind? If I got my principal out of AMC and then I just left, like let's say I left 40 or 50,000. So this is what I probably should have did. I went too big. I went too hot and heavy. I went hot and heavy into AMC and I didn't think about it. Okay. I started off with $185,500. That's what I put it. I bought AMC at $53 a share, which was absolutely insane. I'm admitting it to you. Freaking crazy. Okay. I learned a valuable lesson from all of this. I never will do this again. And what I should have did, I should have started small. That's all. I should have started small. It was okay to buy at 53, and I'll tell you why. It was because we all thought this thing was going to Pluto. You know what I mean? So we were looking at 53 like that was small numbers at the time back in 2021. So, but the thing is, instead of putting 185,000, what I should have did, maybe throw 10,000 in there, and then I should have just sat back for a good 6 months, 8 months, and see what it did. Because, like I said, if we really had the Boaz, $10,000 would have been a lot of money. If I would have put 10 in. My AMC portfolio is nice and comfy. Well, John, look, I'm just gonna say this to you. I'm not gonna say this in a negative way. It's just that it gets to a point where I feel if you could play with the house's money, you understand that I think that's the smart thing to do. I just got to a point in the stock market where if you could play with the house's money, that's the way to go. In other words, go in, make money, and then leave the house's money in there. See, now you could hold forever. You see, like let's say I'll give you an example. Let's say I made $50,000 on AMC. I would leave that 50,000 at AMC for the rest of my life. Seriously, I don't care if AMC went bankrupt. I don't care what happened. I wouldn't care if AMC had a massive Boaz. Of course, I would care about that. I would jump up and down for joy. But you see, what happens, it gives you peace of mind. You become stress free because now you're like, I recovered all of my money. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking about doing with it moving forward. Antonio Miranda said, that's what I did the winner's way. Exactly. And I admit to you that I didn't do that. But at least, see, look, at least I'm man enough. I'm man enough to admit to you that I made a mistake. I'm not trying to hide it. I could be like these psychopathic lunatics that keep saying, all this stuff about AMC that, margin calls incoming, just clickbait videos. I could do all of that stuff. I could be a New York Angelo. I could be a finance news. I choose not to. I choose to be honest. I choose to be honest. I had some family business to take care of, Matt, when I went to Florida. I'm sorry, brother. Next time we'll get some dinner. Yeah, and yet I got to be quiet because my wife's sleeping. But see, that's the thing, John. Like I said, brother, I have patience, John. I've been in this play for over 2 years, brother. I'm not going nowhere. Don't worry about it. I have a lot of patience. See, John Nito is a true ape, and I respect him greatly. He's got tremendous, tremendous balls of steel. I think he's awesome. Um, and that's it. So I mean, it's not going to be the most longest live stream. I'll talk to you guys another 5 minutes. I pretty much wanted the point of this live stream was to try to explain to you I do love my wife very much, and I know you guys don't see it, but I'm at the hospital all day long. I'm there from like 8 a.m. In most cases, many many hours. I just have to get home because I got to feed the kids, take care of my mom, take care of the dogs. And you're all calling me less of a man, and I don't understand how I'm less of a man when I'm doing all of this. My wife is in a hospital bed, and I'm taking my kids out to eat, and I'm taking care of them, and I'm picking them up from school, and I've been driving them to school, and I'm at my wife, and I'm talking to the surgeons, and I'm talking to the oncologists, and I'm talking to the team. How is that less of a man? Okay, the whole thing with the garbage thing, you all understand, right? That was meant to upset you. I put out a video saying my wife is teaching me how to take out the garbage. I'm not going to lie to you, it actually is true. I don't take out the garbage. Now I do. I'm doing it for the first time in my life where I'm organizing the recyclables. And guess what? She's also going to teach me how to cook a little bit. She said, what's on the agenda is we're gonna start with maybe chicken cutlets, and she's gonna teach me how to cook it. I never cooked. That's another thing I never did in my life. I never cooked. Take care, John. You're the best, brother. I love you. Is it that your job? No. I never, I'm sorry, brother. I just never look. I've always been like a sales guy. My job was being a sales guy. Like that's what I've done my whole life. I've never been a guy who did like domestical things. You understand? Like you're not going to see me, cleaning the toilet bowl. You're not going to see me, whatever it is, washing clothes. You're not going to see me taking the garbage out, and you're not going to see me cooking, which I do a lot. I eat out a lot. So, but you're not going to see me doing all that stuff. But the thing is, what I'm trying to tell all of you is I'm doing it now. I'm beginning to do it now for the first time. I'm going to learn how to cook. Okay. I'm going to take the garbage out. And who knows? I might even clean the clothes too. I have to because my wife needs my help right now. She's not feeling well. Okay. Before it was different. She was able to do it. Now she's bedridden. My wife, she's in bed. She's sleeping. See, normally I would have my wife up right now. You understand? Fool around a little bit. Then we would go out. We get like a nice breakfast. I can't do this to her anymore. She's shot. So I leave her alone. The key is that she needs to get a lot of rest. And she's on a certain treatment plan right now. Like I said, they're giving her 4 weeks of steroids. So far, it's been reducing her tumor size. And so far, knock on wood, it's been going good. I hope it continues to go good. But I don't know what else to say to all of you. Look, I'm an entertainer. You guys have to understand a lot of the things I do is purposely and intentionally to try to get you upset at me. I'm an entertainer. That's what entertainers do. They put out content to get a response, to get attention. And a lot of times it's not going to be positive attention, it's going to be negative attention. That's what I do. I know, like when I said Teddy Zane example, that he had raisin balls. Do you think I knew he was going to get mad? I knew Teddy, like when I put out a video when I said that Teddy Zane, he said he claimed he sold his pizzeria. So I said, well, why is it that when I called the phone number, right, that was associated, it comes out that the phone number is disconnected. In other words, if someone is going to buy a pizzeria, what did they buy the phone number? Isn't the phone number the most important part because that's where the orders come in? Okay, Teddy Zane flipped out. I knew Teddy Zane was going to flip out. That's the point. The point is to put out a video. Like as an example, when I say that Lou got tortured in jail, you think I didn't know it was going to affect Lou? You think I didn't know it was going to get him angry? Of course I knew it was going to get him angry. When I said it was going to be Apefather Day. When I said that to Lou, and I pulled out the sword, remember? I said it's going to be Apefather Day. You don't think I knew that was going to spark interest? Of course I do. But that's what an entertainer does. Do you understand? Do you cabish? That's what an entertainer does. He puts out information and videos and content to stir up controversy and action. Well, anyway, I'm probably really going to be going out for breakfast now, probably by myself. all by myself. It's terrible. My wife needs a rest. But I'll probably be doing some more videos. I'm going to be doing a lot of lives too. I'm going to do a lot of lives. I think I'm going to start calling my live chats the argument room because I've grown to realize that the live chats is all about fighting. That's what it is. It's an opportunity for all the haters to come and judge me and rip me up and destroy me about every aspect of my life. So I should call it the argument room, right? The argument live streams. But with that said, God bless all of you. God is good. We all have to take things day by day in life. Remember that. Life could sometimes really, really hurt. But remember, it's what Rocky Balboa says. It's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That is how winning is done. This live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. It is not legal advice. I'm not an attorney. This live stream and all my live streams and all of my videos are for entertainment purposes only. The one and only Apefather out. Wow!